afternoon, dear students. How are you all? I hope you are fine and properly preparing with your syllabus and also following the updated day sheet that we have posted in your class WhatsApp group. So now you have to prepare according to the newly updated day sheet, but the syllabus is same. So we have already done the revision of history chapter number 1, that is there in the syllabus. Then we have also started geography chapter number 1, that is the earth and our solar system, in which we have already discussed what is universe, what is galaxy, how are stars formed, what are stars, what is sun made up of. Then we have also discussed the 8 planets that we have in the solar system according to their positions and their special features, along with the number of moons each planet have. Then we have discussed something about the satellite. What are satellites? Then we have discussed the natural satellite, that is only one natural satellite, that is moon. So we have studied very important things about moon and hope you have revised the same. Then we are today here to discuss some artificial satellites that also we have done. So let's quickly recall the artificial satellites are the satellites which are made up by man and sent into space, and these satellites, like in said, they are used for various purposes like your all the television programs, your serials, your cartoons, whatever you watch on the TV today is just the result of the satellites, artificial satellites that has been sent to the space by man. So one is INSAT, then we have done IRS, then we have done ADUSAT. So these are the various satellites that has been sent into space from time to time by man, by we can say NASA, that is a space center in USA. Okay. After that, there are some important topics that are other heavenly bodies. If I talk of, I have already discussed in brief. So these are asteroids, meteors and comets. So let's study about these today. What are these? So these are also you can say celestial or heavenly bodies that keep on moving in the space. So let us first of all see what are asteroids. So again, whatever important questions will be framed from this topic, I'll just ask you to mark over there in the book. So please open your book on page number 109. Let's start. They are small planet-like heavenly bodies in the solar system. They are large pieces of rocks floating in space. So you come to know what are asteroids. So they are made up of rock materials and they are just large pieces of rocks that keep on moving in space. Most of them are located between Mars and Jupiter. And where is the position of these asteroids? Mostly they are found in the Jupiters, in the planets between Mars and Jupiter. This area of the space is also known as the asteroid belt, and that is why this space between Mars and your other planet, the biggest planet Jupiter, is known as asteroid belt, because here we find asteroids that are made up of rocks and stones. They are also called planetoids or minor planets just because of their size. They are made up of rocks and just see the size. So these are also known as what? Minor planets or planetoids. So another name for asteroid you can say is planetoid, or they are also known as minor planets. Again an important 1 mark question. So asteroids believe that scientists believe that asteroids are the broken parts of a planet. So it is also believed by our scientists that they are nothing, asteroids are nothing but what? They are the broken pieces of planets, and that is why we call them minor planets. So this was something about asteroids. Then we have meteors. What are meteors then? Is in the night you might have seen some bright streaks of light moving across the sky. Have you seen that? Notice that a light is coming in the form of a ray and then it comes just crosses you. So what is that? It is nothing but a meteor. And another name for meteor, again an important question, what is it? Shooting star, टूटता हुआ तारा. You might have heard in your homes from the mouth of your grandmothers, देखो देखो टूटता तारा. And whenever you see that shooting star or the meteors, then it is believed that if you see that star and at that only time if you wish something, then that wish is always fulfilled. So we have some common myths and beliefs related to टूटता हुआ तारा, or we can say meteors, or even we can say shooting stars. So these are nothing, meteors are nothing but shooting stars. Meteors are small pieces of rocks. Again, they are made up of rocks. Composition of meteors. Like many heavenly bodies, they also revolve around the sun. So just like all the other heavenly bodies, they keep on revolving around the sun. So these meteors also, they are floating in the space and they keep on revolving around the sun. They cannot be seen as they are very, very small. So just we can see the flashlight of these shooting stars. But since they are very small in size, you can't see them actually, although they are pieces of rocks. So the meteors can be seen in the sky only when they enter the Earth's atmosphere. And why we see these shooting stars? Because they are passing our Earth's surface. Otherwise, if they are in any of the other planets, then it is not possible to see those shooting stars because they are very, very small. Most of them burn up and become gases. Now this is important. They burn up themselves and then they form or change into gases. Some big meteors do not burn up completely. They reach the surface of the earth and are called meteoroids. Now, what happens? It is that some of the meteors, they completely burn themselves. Then they become gases. Okay, fine. But then some part of meteors is left, or we can say even some meteors are there which do not burn themselves and change into gases. Then what happens? These meteors are only what we see as shooting stars and then they reach the surface of the earth. So these are known as meteoroids. So these surface that are the pieces of rocks that reach the surface of the earth are called meteoroids, which do not burn up completely. When you burn a coal in your house, then you might have seen that some part is left out from that coal also. Although most of the part of the coal is burnt, but then something is left out which is unburned part. So here also, if the meteors, if they burn themselves, then they turn into gases, and if they do not burn themselves, then these remains are known as meteoroids. That means smaller parts of the meteors. When they hit the earth, they create large depressions known as craters, since they are made up of what? Made up of rock. So when they just fall on the earth, they create dent, and these dents are known as craters. What are craters? Dent in the ground. Just see. This is the most commonly found dent. It is a meteor crater and it is in USA at Arizona. So when they hit the earth, they create large depressions, or you can say vent, or you can say dent, or you can say bend in the ground, and these are known as craters. And one example is given in your book along with the picture that is shown. It is of USA. So this is the crater that has been formed by a meteor in USA. So this is what something you should remember. So what are craters? Again an important question. Many such craters are found throughout the world. Some of the famous craters, then please underline important questions. Where can you find these craters? So important places are there. Ramgarh in Rajasthan and Arizona in USA, as it is shown in your books. The crater at Arizona in the USA is the largest known crater in the world. So this is the most largest crater in the world. Important question. Which is the largest crater in the world? Your answer should be, it is at Arizona in USA. So this is something about the meteors. Then one more important line. Most meteorites contain a large amount of iron. So what do they contain? Meteorites. When we are talking of meteors, we are talking of meteorites. They contain what? They contain large amount of iron in them. So this is important. Okay. Next celestial or heavenly body is comet. Now what is comet? Okay. Comet, just see, they are celestial bodies made up of snow and rocky dust. So as compared to meteors, as compared to asteroids which are made up of rocks, these are made up of icy particles and rocky dust. So it contains dust particles. It is nothing but a ball of dust particles as well as ice. So they also revolve around the sun in their own orbit. When comets reach near the sun, they develop a long tail that starts glowing. So when they reach Earth, they change their shape into a form of tail and it starts glowing, gleaming. Tail is 1000 meters long, and what is the length of this scale, it is measured in thousands. So it is thousands of kilometers long. So in the past, some of the people, they used to consider these comets as bad omens. When they happen to see this flashing light, so they thought that something might bad happen because we have seen this light, but it's not so, just from them. So scientists believe that there are about 2 billion comets orbiting the sun. The most famous comet, now this is very important question which is always asked in the exams, which is the most famous comet that is seen after 76 years. So which is the most common? It is Halley's comet, and it is seen after 76 years only. So now just imagine, Halley's comet is the biggest comet and the most, we can say, famous comet that is seen only after 76 years. And can you tell which is the last year? So we were talking of the famous comet that is seen after 76 years, and the name of the comet is Halley's comet. So if the last comet was seen in the year 1986, just calculate the other comet that will be seen after 76 years. So it comes to year 2062. So just see, in the year 2062 again we can see the famous comet known as Halley's comet. So now this was something about your comets, asteroids and meteors that we have done today. So I hope you have understood all these 3 concepts that we have done today, the heavenly bodies that keep on revolving in the space around the sun and around their own orbit. But then, dear children, I again request you that anything can be content based in the exams. So you have to read everything, every line from the chapter very carefully and thoroughly. So only if you read the chapter, then only you are able to attempt your question paper that will be in the form of objective question paper. So don't expect anything directly from the notebook. Everything we have done, and it can be directly from your books, from the chapter. So I don't think that you have any problem in doing the 2 chapters that we have already done. So tomorrow we will be taking our last chapter of syllabus, that is Civics chapter number 1, diversity in India. Once again we will be recalling all the terms like diversity, what is diversity, then what is unity in diversity, who coined the term first of all, the unity in diversity, then the impact of British rule and what was their thinking, all these things, then economic differences, how they are created, what they lead to, and then reasons for this diversity in India. But then we are one despite these diversities, the various forms of diversity, social inequality is there, gender biasness is there, small terms are there. So that we will be dealing with tomorrow in your first chapter of civics, and that will be the last chapter of civics that we will be revising. After that, 2 days only are left and you have to revise for your first exam according to your revised date. Then one more thing, dear children, this time I have not given you anything in the map work, but we have already covered 3 maps. So I hope you have done those maps and pasted in your SST notebooks. And next exams, whenever you have, obviously you will be getting the things from those maps. So it is necessary that you complete those maps and also paste it in your SST notebooks. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay home.